Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the show, the Hungry Pivot Podcast. It's another great day here in Pittsburgh. Just kidding. It's actually raining outside, but it's still a great day. Why am I kidding? I'm not kidding. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, yes, I did get a haircut. If you're not aware, so you can see my hair. If you're not watching on YouTube, I got a haircut and I have no hair. So, it was time to get a haircut. It's been going on for like 3 years. The hair that I had before was awesome. And I really wanted that haircut for the longest time. And I got it. And I looked like a badass. I loved it. It was time though. It was time to get a new one, new haircut. And it's grown back a little bit. Not yet, not fully. I mean, it's been 5 days. But I will be growing out a new hairstyle, which I'm excited about. And you'll see that whenever it comes. So like just on the YouTube channel and whatnot, I'll be posting my face and you'll see my hair. So, but that will probably won't be for another, I don't know, maybe 2 months or so, I'd say. But yeah. Anyways, guys, welcome back. Last week's episode, I talked about my experience at Woodstock. A lot of fun. It's funny because I don't know if I'm gonna go next year. I don't know. It's if it works out, it works out. I think I'm like 99% sure it's in Florida. Guess we'll see what happens. They say it's gonna be in February, but no news has come out yet, so we're not really sure what's gonna happen, what's going on. So if it works out with my schedule and with my job, I'll be at Woodstock. So that's exciting. If not, then I probably won't be at Woodstock. And maybe I'll be there next year. So I don't know. Guess we just gotta wait and see what happens. But I had an awesome experience this past year. Really great, really freaking amazing. Met so many new, fun, and exciting people. I've been having some great conversations. I mean, it's awesome. Like post Woodstock with some people. So it's been a lot of fun. But guys, today is a really deep episode, one that means a lot to me. And I know I mentioned that on the one with Fitz that I did, the one in-person one with Fitz, that was really special. And this one is also another special one. They're all special. There isn't like maybe I shouldn't give it like a ranking of specialness because they're all special. Even the guests that we've had on, I mean, it's been unbelievable having some of the guests. Truly. So, but this one is just specific towards a person, and that person is AJ, my co-host. Now, guys, I'm not gonna bring everything up. We've already talked about a lot of stuff that's been going on with AJ. But him and I were starting to get back on that good stuff. You feel me? We're starting to get back. We're getting into each other again. It was sort of nice having a little break from all the communication, just with like everything that's been going on in my life and his life. There were times where we're just sending like hella voice messages back and forth and just talking so much. So I will say, and I'm sure he can definitely agree with this, AJ, you're gonna agree with this, that it was nice having a little break. But we're starting to get back in the swing of things, and we're starting to get rolling with some stuff here. So just be ready, for what's to come with AJ and I. So yeah, but guys, today's episode is solely about you, and I'm sure you'll be so excited to hear that. So this episode is going to be titled, I think so, at least. It's going to be titled 10 Things I've Learned from AJ. Or maybe 10 Things that AJ has taught me. Something with that. And I think I like the learn one better. And I before I started this podcast, I sat here for 10 minutes trying to figure out things that, like, I don't like saying things. I don't like it. But I've realized that you can pretty much say thing and it can be used for anything in the world. And it was hard for me to really decipher every point here and come up with a term that summarizes it all. So I guess we're going to have to go with things. Things is the terminology that we're going to use here. So guys, sit back, relax, take it easy. And these are 10 things that I have learned from my co-host, Mr. AJ Dybko. They're not in any specific order. I don't think so, at least. I was gonna put like the most significant one last, and it may be, but there's no specific order here. So the first is that, AJ has really taught me that having a schedule, having a routine is something that is imperative in this life. And I I pretty much sort of knew that beforehand, but by talking with him and just seeing how he goes about his life, that schedule, that routine is next level. And he really made that stand out to me. With my job, I have a job that I can pretty much work any hours, unless like I get a phone call midday or emails that need taken care of like pretty rather quickly. I got to take care of that, and I get them on my phone. So if I'm away or if I'm out and I'm not at my desk, I can work from my phone a little bit. So I pretty much have this schedule to where it's like everything's up in the air. You never know what's going to happen, kind of thing, which is exciting to me. And sometimes I like that energy. I like the unknowingness of what's going to happen in my day, because there's been plenty of times where stuff just comes up and I'm like, boom, I go do it. Boom, I go do it. Boom, I go do it. But really having a schedule and having a stuff set in stone for what you're going to do for that day is so important. And I'm always thinking about like, dude, even yesterday, I'm thinking, right, all right, here we go. I got to get shit done. I got to get shit done tomorrow. Here's what's going to happen. I'm waking up at 6. I'm doing this before then. Brush my teeth, doing this stuff. I'm going to work 6:30. I was actually done at 10 o'clock today. I did my laundry in between all that stuff. I'm going to make this for my, it wasn't really like a breakfast. I just had like juice in the morning today. And then right after I'm done here, I'm going to go Trader Joe's, get some stuff there. And then I'm going here, then I'm going there, then I'm going blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So like I have my day set out, and it's good to do that. It's good to have a schedule. It's good to have a routine, and the whole, I guess like you can kind of, there's definitely a difference between like the schedule and the routine. I think like our routines, they're going to come and go sometimes. And we may not be as consistent with them, just because like you never know, maybe you're away, maybe someone stayed over, maybe you're doing this, maybe you're at your friends, whatever, like stuff can come up. But having that routine is definitely crucial as well. But just having a schedule, having time set in stone that you're going to be at certain places, you're going to do certain stuff at this time, it's huge, it's crucial, and it really helps you set a foundation for your day, and it's needed for your day. So AJ, thank you for that one. That was great. The next one, number 2, is having goals in life. And you might think, oh, well, why is AJ, like AJ didn't teach you this? You've learned this elsewhere. You learned this in college. You learned this from motivational videos online, a lot of this stuff that I bring up to you guys here today is that, a lot of it was learned from just conversations that we've had. We've talked so much. There's so many voice messages. There's so many calls, and it's, a lot of it is maybe even just more of a reminder for myself too, that it's like good to do this stuff. But the goals and whatnot, I remember telling him like, dude, I don't really have any goals. I just like, yeah, like I have goals in life, but it's like long-term dream stuff, there isn't anything that really stands out like in the coming months or in the coming years that I want. But he's like, dude, you should, like, what are you doing? Like, you should definitely have goals in your life. You should definitely try and set out to maintain that and reach those. And that's all about, that actually just comes down to having a schedule, pretty much, and having a routine and having a plan for your life. And he really just made me realize like, wow, like it actually is good doing that. And I've definitely set my goals. I definitely set goals for myself every single day and for the coming months and for the coming years. And I'm really just so thankful that he has reminded me to do that. That's freaking awesome, AJ. So, and it's just so cool hearing him talk about like, I want to be a marathon runner. I want to be able to do, I want to like run in the trails and do 100 miles and talk with the best people online here and, give great conversations and just like that kind of stuff, like really just empowers me and motivates me. And I love hearing him say that. Even on, so AJ, if you guys aren't aware, AJ has 2 podcasts now. He has his own down in Chattanooga there, and he has one with me. And AJ's first episode that he released, he even talks about some of that stuff that I just mentioned there. And it's just like, it really is motivating and it's empowering. And I think that's great for me to present to everyone else too, because it can hopefully empower them and motivate them to really hit those goals and reach their goals and whatnot. So AJ, thank you for that one. Should I say thank you every single one? Thank you, AJ. Thank you. All right. So this actually may be one of the biggest ones here. And it's something that I feel like I'm definitely good at, but it's also something that can be really tough and challenging with someone that you're doing a long distance business relationship with. Right? Did that make sense? Was that correct? And that's just to be a good communicator, be the best communicator that you can, stay true to it. And guys, recently, with all the stuff that happened, I mean, AJ and I straight up, we weren't the best communicators, He was at some faults. I was at some faults with communication. We both messed up. We both were in the wrong. And I definitely own up to my mistakes for what I made in the communication department there. And I know he did too. And it's just another realization, like, wow, be a good communicator. Like everything, just straight up, you gotta be. And communication, in my opinion, is everything. You're talking to a girl, what's the energy like? What's the vibes like? Just communicate, be a good communicator. In business, sometimes your tone of voice and how you communicate is a big determining factor of how your relationship's going to be or how that day is going to be with that person. Just it's your communication it's almost like the key to success. Like if you're a good communicator, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to be successful, in my opinion, at least. And I love communication. I'm all about communication. I'm for it. I'm here for it. So definitely be a good communicator. Be upfront about stuff. Hey, if you're feeling this way about me, what's up? We be honest with me. And AJ and I, we've been honest about some stuff with each other. Like we stuff that we may not like telling each other. We've been upfront about it. We've been honest. Just been keeping it on it, right? So, and that goes with all my friends and everyone in my life. Like, just be a good communicator with them. If you don't like that they're doing something, tell them. So having those good communication skills it's huge. It's key. And he's definitely taught me to stay true to being a good communicator. The fourth one is to invest your money in a coach, a trainer. Invest your money in good people, good quality people. Invest your money in good business. It's funny because I just bought a house back in May, and it ain't cheap having a house. First of all, it ain't cheap buying a house, and it ain't cheap keeping and maintaining a house, especially when your house is a bit fudged up, and you need a lot of work done in the house. And I'm all for investing in good people and investing in good work, and because what's the point of having someone do your work if it's gonna be messed up in a couple weeks or months or years and days, whatever, invest in good quality people. And even in the raw community and the vegan community and whatnot, there's a lot of people out there who are doing stuff just on their own, and they're not having someone teach them or guide them. And it actually would have been awesome to go back and just, even if I just did one session with somebody, just talk about what I'm going through and just see what their thoughts are, even if they're not a coach, even if there's a person that just is in the lifestyle or is in the movement. It's good just to talk with people like that. And I just give AJ credit for actually going out of his way and doing that. If you're going to doctors, invest in a good doctor. I got a good one. I'm actually working on it right now. I'm trying to find a good doctor here in Pittsburgh. So gonna try to figure that out, but yeah, even myself, like I should 100% totally get a calisthenics coach, like no doubt about it. And I'm like on the fence on it, and I feel like I should do it, even if it's just like a session to, hey dude, like I have these goals in my life for working out in calisthenics. I know a lot about it. I've been in the game for a little bit here, but I just need that extra step. And for me, that extra step is probably more just like giving more time to it. I mean, my schedule has just been like everywhere recently, just been doing so much stuff, which is good. I love staying busy, but it's been hard to like really just focus in and hone in on calisthenics. So I know like there's sometimes where I want to take it into my own hands and learn for myself, which I think it's great, but other times it's also good to invest in that. So I am like on the fence of investing in like a calisthenics coach. So I think I may do it. I may do it. I'm like 50-50. And so another stuff that comes out of mine too is like people who are vegan and they're like going ex-vegan. I feel like if you want to be a vegan, maybe invest in like a vegan dietitian or a plant-based dietitian, someone who actually knows what they're talking about and who isn't biased and is going to give you a good perspective. And that could be tough to find, especially from people who are coming from the like just the school industry and whatnot. Because I feel like there's a lot that you learn outside of school and not in school. So it's really good to have like some people like it's good to have those perspectives, not just from like a schooling background. So like maybe if someone who like does both, that'd be awesome. But yeah, but overall for this one, it may not even be just like investing in a coach or something, but just invest your money in good people, good quality people. That's awesome. Number 5, and this one's a really good one. Money and having money is a good thing. It's nice to have money. It's great to have money. And AJ's always told me, he said, and AJ, this isn't too personal. I think I'm okay sharing this. He's like, there hasn't been a time, and this isn't word for word, and AJ, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but there hasn't been a time in my life where, I felt like stressed out or I've had issues when I have a lot of money. Like I've always felt better having more money. And and I think that's a great point. And it can take a lot of work to get that. And maybe just all you're doing is working, but like at least you have the money to do what you want to do in life. And I do believe a lot of the money stuff comes down to happiness, and this could probably be a whole episode on itself. And what you're doing to maintain that money, to get that money, because I think a lot of people do work shitty jobs that they don't like, and that's not like if you're doing that, then yeah, I mean you definitely want to find something else and get your money and maintain that money another way, or pretty much take the money another way, because that's where we're just taking money, right? But yeah, money is definitely like having money is good. I mean, it's nice being single. It's nice not having kids, I guess. Like all the money that I have is for me, and I'm investing that money in certain ways for my future. And I could imagine like not having money, like not being able to pay for good food, not being able to pay for a house, the bills over there, for the mortgage that I have. I mean, to go out and enjoy a night with my friends, to go golfing whenever I want, like it's nice being able to do that. I just live my life. I don't really like, I should probably maybe have more of a budget, but I don't. But I just know that I have the money, then I can afford it. And I mean, I do my investing. Like I got my stuff unlocked for the most part, so, but having money is, I mean, I don't get it. Like how people, especially like in the raw community, who like, they want to live this life where they don't work and they live off the land and they have no money. And it's just like, it's kind of sad. Like it's good to work. It's good to have a job. Matter of fact, that job actually gives you a schedule. It actually gives you something to do in life. It actually could potentially give you goals. Like it gives you a routine. It helps you get into a routine, having a job, like it's good to do that. You just got to hope that what you're doing, that you enjoy what you're doing, that you like what you're doing. So, but like, yeah, I just think in the rock community, people like, they don't want to work. They don't want to make money, and it's just going to come naturally. Like people are just going to give me money. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to be a freeloader. Let's be real. So, Yeah, sometimes you got to give up. You got to give up a lot to maintain that money. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Like if you have family, if you have kids, you got bills to pay. Like you gotta get shit done. Get it done, baby. Get it done. Let's go. Get you some money. Number 6, be empathetic. You never know what someone's going through. You've no clue. And I think this one could be empathetic and be a good person. Because I was gonna do be a good person on its own, but I think this really just goes together. Just be nice. And I understand there's certain situations that may arise in your life, and you may have to, not be as I guess you could say nice as you want to be, but I just think the empathy stuff, you really don't know what someone's going through. You don't know what happened in their life recently. And it's just so important to have that empathy and have that compassion and have that giving grace to everyone around you, and in hopes that they give it to you in return. It's funny because there's times when like I feel bad for people, but at the same time, like they ain't feeling bad for me. They ain't feeling bad for me and my issues, what I'm going through, but but no, I definitely, and being empathetic, it's a process. You're not just like right now you're empathetic. It's an ongoing, consistent process of being empathetic. Like there may be times where you're not as empathetic, and you're like, damn, I wish I should have been more empathetic there. And then you learn from that, and the next experience, boom, you're more empathetic. So it's not about just like all in one, like here we go, I'm being empathetic. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes being pretty conscientious for the most part, but have empathy. You just don't know what someone's going through. And AJ has really shown me that over his life, and stuff that he goes through and what he deals with and what I deal with. We have it for each other. We both know what we're going through. And that's why it's important to have that empathy. So thank you, AJ. Number 7 is to hang around good people, man. I said on last week's episode, I'm so blessed to have amazing friends, amazing family, people who motivate me, people who drive me to be the best that I can, people who want to go out and have fun, people who want to, just have a good conversation, people who would do anything for me. It's truly awesome. And I'm blessed to hang around good people. And in AJ, he wants to do that so bad. He wants to be around the best people. He wants to be around, people who are going to motivate him, people who are going to drive him, people who are going to help him to get to the next level. Like he wants that. It's so cool to see AJ like want to be like the best and want to be top notch, especially with his job right now. Dude's down there grinding on car sales, and he's getting after it. And he wants to be that top guy. He wants to be up there. He wants to be making 15, 20,000 a month. 25K or 30 if it's possible. What's up, cuzzy? Let's go. And it takes good people to be around to maintain that. It takes a good mentor. It takes a lot of dedication. And I know that AJ, he really does just want to be around good people. And if they're not a good person, and it's someone who isn't, he's not getting the most out of, he doesn't want to be around you. And I feel the same way. Like, why am I going to be around someone who's not a good person? Like, what the heck? And what's the phrase they say? If you want to be a millionaire, hang out with millionaires, right? If you want to be a good person, hang out with good people. What's up? Number 8. And these next 2 are more nutrition focused. And I mean, he's taught me a lot about nutrition stuff. Once again, it's like, it's made me realize certain stuff, because you get into these communities and you hear these theories and whatnot. It's just like, you can't really worry about that kind of shit. You can just chill, relax, easy. So we can go with taught, we can go with learn, we can go with made me realize here. But these next 2 are health related. I guess it's all health related if you think about it. So number 8 is get enough sleep. And it can be tough. It can be challenging to do that. It really can be. It's free. It's the one health modality in life that is free. Getting enough sleep is free. You don't got to pay someone to sleep. Maybe there's times when you can actually sleep and get paid. That's like awesome right there. I mean, just with all these talks that we've had and everything, he's made me realize that I got to prioritize my sleep, you know. And who's the one guy, Gil Jacobs, even the one video it's on my Instagram channel, you can go check it out. Gil's saying like it's not worth it to get up in the morning after having 5 hours of sleep and forcing yourself to go to the gym, you know, and do a workout underslept, probably undercarbed, under energized. You're probably stimulated up with coffee and energy drinks. Like that's not an ideal situation for somebody, you know. And the prioritizing sleep stuff comes around that, you know. So if you are going to bed late, it's probably not the best to get up and do stuff like that. You know, you're probably better off working out later in the evening or in the mid-afternoon or late morning. You know, get your sleep, get enough sleep, get some food into you, and get to the gym. And if you're gonna get up early, go to bed early, right? Like why? I don't see why. Yeah, there's people out there who they want to be heroes, you know. Oh my gosh, I can do it. I can do this on such little sleep. I'm such a badass. No, you're fucking up your health doing that. Like, I don't understand why people want to do that. Just start watching Matthew Walker and you'll see what I mean. You know, like get like 4 hours, 5 hours sleep. I suppose from what I hear is like your immune system drops like a ton. You know, your organs, your blood flow, your body doesn't work as well. You're less insulin sensitive when you don't get enough sleep. Like there's just so much with not getting enough sleep. It's like, oh, like if you realize actually what you were doing to yourself by not getting enough sleep, it's like, it's crazy when you think about it, you know. But there's just so many times when in our life where we don't get enough sleep. That's why it's good to prioritize that. I don't get how people just fucking go out every weekend, go out every night, party, drink, smoke, fucking. I don't understand it. They're just running on fumes, bro. You're running on fumes, cuz, bro. Get your sleep. It's good to sleep, you know. And this is another thing too that AJ made me realize, and he's like taught me. It's like, hey, it's good to be tired, dude. Like he's in this, maybe a little personal too, but actually he's talked about it many times in here where he was like super anxious and had anxiety and he like couldn't sleep. And he's up at like 3 a.m. running and going on walks and stuff because he didn't know what else to do. He couldn't sleep. And he's like, dude, it's good being tired. It's good being like, oh my gosh, it's 9:30, 10. I went to bed before 10 o'clock last night. Did I? Okay, but before 10:15. And I like fell asleep. I knocked myself out. Like it felt good. I was up at 6, you know, and I feel great right now. But like, it's good to be tired sometimes, you know, like you don't want to be like, oh, I'm fucking just lazy, tired all day kind of energy, you know, like it's good, like having having a ton of energy, but like come later in the day, it's good to be tired. I mean, there's times in my life where, you know, like even like late afternoon, sometimes early afternoon where it's like, damn, you know, like, oh, like you're feeling a little tired, a little down. And it's just always ironic because it just comes back to the sleep. Like there haven't been many times where I've gotten between like 8 and 9 hours of sleep. And I've had to like have that late afternoon crash, or I've been tired like after a meal or whatnot during the day. Like from like the times that I've been like really keeping track of it. I'm not like writing it down, but recently, you know, like there's been, I mean, I can get back to college, high school. Like I don't remember that kind of stuff, you know, but like recently when I get enough sleep, you know, and I get 8 to 9 hours of sleep between there, which I don't usually get, and I need to start doing. Like there aren't many times when I'm like tired throughout the day. I'm just not. I have crazy energy. Get enough sleep. AJ talks about his cousin Bobby. I don't know how that dude does it. I question what his health's going to be like in the coming years, long term. Supposedly only gets like 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep. I don't know. I don't know how he does it. I guess, some people just have it. I don't know, but you know, I feel like I do better with more sleep though. Simple as that. Number 9, and this is important, guys. This is really important. And AJ and I at some point will do a podcast on this. We could probably do a podcast on all 10 of these things that I say. Health isn't all about cleaning out the serpent. Being in the raw community, they pull you in with like mucoid plaque and all this kind of like backed up waste matter, fecal matter. You know what? I mean, Let's be real. A lot of it is there's some stuff that's valid. I'm not going to deny it. There's some stuff that's valid. I just got a colonic for the first time back in August, middle of August here. And it's like the waste that comes out of you. It's fucking nuts, dude. Like, I will say that it is nuts what comes out of you. I went on a juice fast 30 days, still pooping solid, like after 30 days on juice. I believe it, but it's also a rabbit hole. And you got to have a balance with it all. Like, of course, you want to be pooping. I don't care if you're on a fucking carnivore diet, keto diet. Like, you should be pooping. Like, if you're not, like, where does like? There's no way you're absorbing everything. There's no way you can just eat and not shit out the waste. Like, I don't care what these fucking carnivores say. I just don't care. Like, you have waste. It's not 100% absorbable. Like, there's byproducts. There's detrimental byproducts that you get from eating certain animal products. Like, it's just how it is. Maybe I should probably post a study for that instead of saying that's how it is. But I just believe that everything has waste. Like, there's gonna be like you're gonna get a little bit of waste, and we're all gonna have some sort of metabolic waste in our body, anyways. Just from our body cleaning itself. But you just can't have this all-in mindset of like cleaning. Here we go, AJ. Clean and restore. It's good to restore. It's good to like actually eat nutritious, dense foods, especially like plant foods. I'm focused more on the plant foods. AJ, whatever you choose, I guess. But there's like a lot of nutrient dense plant foods that are out there that people are scared of or they're not getting enough of. And it's good to get them in. Like, it is. And a lot of this stuff comes down to like, going out and enjoying a meal. Like, even today, perfect example. There's a vegan restaurant in Pittsburgh here. It closed down, but they do pop-up events occasionally. And I saw they had a seitan cheesesteak, and I'm like, damn, like, that looks bomb as fuck. I'll get that shit. And I got potatoes too. I got seitan added in there, and I even got 2 cookies as well. Like, I'm enjoying myself. It's good. I'm 27 years old. Like, I can, like, I should be able to eat this meal, to digest it and use it and excrete the waste. Like, I'm 20, like, it's like I'm chilling, And is it the age thing? I don't know, but I just think that like you got to enjoy yourself as well. You can't just be like, oh, I'm not eating that because it's going to back me up and make me constipated. Like, if you're consistent with your health and with your food, everything should run smoothly. This is a perfect point right here. So when I was at, I got a colonic from Tommy D at Vitality NYC, and I was talking to him like, like, what are ideal foods to eat? Like, how do you like to eat? Like, if there's one food product or drink that you like think to incorporate, I'm asking all these questions, and he made me realize that, let's say you have 21 meals throughout the week, and 2 of those meals are bad, quote unquote, like you could say quote unquote unhealthy or bad. There's other 19 that's pretty good, right? You're 19 or 21. That's not bad. That's a great. That's like an A-, right? Like having those 2 meals isn't gonna like really have that much effect on you. It's not gonna be that detrimental, and it shouldn't be. If you have good health, you should 100% be fine, pretty much digesting and utilizing and absorbing everything. A lot of foods, I feel like it's more when you can't do that you're more unhealthy, right? But you know, health isn't just all about like that one mess up. You know, you're like, it's gonna be okay. It's good to enjoy yourself. It's good to have a good life. But yeah, back to the Tommy D stuff. Um, he just made me realize that it's about consistency. What you're doing daily, what you're doing weekly, what you're doing monthly. You know, if you go to the gym once a week, like what's that going to do? I mean, maybe you're there for 6 hours, and maybe you do get a good workout in, but it's about what you're doing on an everyday basis that's going to get you those results. You know, 1 or 2 meals ain't gonna mess you up that much. You should be fine, especially if you're an extremely active person and you get enough sleep and you drink enough water and you include other beneficial health foods into your diet. You know, like it's going to be okay. So overall here, what AJ's taught me is that it's good to clean. It's good to restore. You know, you got to have a balance with both. You can't just be all in on one. You know, everyone wants to go all in on one, all in on the other. Like, dude, just have a balance. Even me still, like, I've just been balancing. Like recently I've been sometimes just doing like a juice in the morning, and then I'll do like like I feel like I do better with 2 bigger meals a day. You know, that, and this actually comes back to like the having a schedule and having a routine. You know, I want to eat and be done. And then I want to eat and be done. I don't want to like, oh, you know, I'm going to eat like 400 calories here. And then like an hour later, I'm going to do a little bit more here. And then I'm going to do a little more here. That's just, that doesn't work for me. I like eating. I'm done eating. I'm good. I'm full. I'm ready. I'm good. I'm good till dinner. I'm good to go. I'm good till lunch. You know, I'm fine. I don't want to, and yeah, they may be like bigger meals. They may be a little more, they may take a little more, maybe a little more digestion, may take a little more metabolically, you know, handle that stuff. But it just, and it's not always the same. It's not. Sometimes I'll do like, I'll like recently I've been doing like juice and fruit in the morning, you know, a little bit of fruit, little juice or tea maybe, or like some soy milk, and then having like a bigger lunch. And then sometimes I've been even doing like my dinner in twos. Like I'll do like my dinner around like 4-ish, and then like do the rest at like 7, you know, like changing it up just depending on my day and what I'm doing in my life. So it's not always like I get up and I have juice and maybe a little bit of fruit or just only juice. And then for lunch, I do lunch and then I do dinner, you know, like it changes, but having that foundation, having that schedule is crucial, and it helps me maintain my level of health and my sense of awareness and sense of bodiness. What am I saying here? Like just my sense of self, you know, like what's best for me. So, yes. Once again, this just comes down to it's good to have a balance with it all. That's what I'm saying here. And AJ has 100% taught me that and made me realize that, you know, like get your nutrition in, fortify your body. Like you need to do that. You know, like it's nice having a clean body. Fortify it too. You can have a clean body and fortify your body. You can do both. What's up? All right, guys. Last one here. And is this the most significant one? I don't know. For AJ, it may be. It really may be. But this is number 10. And this is one that I know is so important to him, and something that he made me realize that I need to stay true to myself, is that family is first. And AJ has done a lot for his family. He's given back to his family. And I just give that man so much credit for what he's done to, you know, to just be the best person that he can for his family. And sometimes it's a little too much. Sometimes I'm like, AJ, like you're doing like way too much, dude. Like, damn, bro, like take it easy. You know, like sometimes like they gotta fend for themselves and like wake up for themselves. You know, like you don't gotta do everything for them, you know? But that's just AJ. He's just hardcore, and he wants his family to be happy and healthy and safe. That's what he wants. And I give that man a lot of credit for doing what he's done for his family at his age, you know? And a lot of people wouldn't do that. No, I give that man a lot of credit. And he's definitely just taught me to just always stay true to my family, help them when they need it, do what I can to always be there for them. And I've even had times recently where I messed up and I made some mistakes with my family, you know? And I'm learning, and I come back to square one. like just be there for them, be a good person to them, love them, take care of them, yeah, we're going to fight. Yeah, we're going to have issues, but just be the best brother, be the best son that you possibly can for your family, and do what you can to help and love them, and all should be good. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. I had a lot of fun with that. AJ, I hope you enjoyed that. I really mean that, man. I'm excited for what's to come, guys. AJ, I love you, dude. I've been through a lot recently, and I'm excited for what's to come. So anyways, guys, stay up, be great. Always keep it 100.